Hi, this is ARUSHI Sharma, and you're listening to the ARUSHI Sharma Podcast. In the last episode, we talked about energies. In that episode, I mentioned that overthinking about a bad scenario negatively affects energies. Overthinking involves thinking about a certain topic or situation excessively and analyzing it for a long period of times, which is sometimes committing sin against yourself. You think about a scenario excessively, about everything that could go wrong, about everything that could go right, and everything in between. Life is too short to be spent at a war with yourself. Our mind is our power. It's what makes us different from any other creature. And instead of using it as a strength, we have made it a liability. Mind is an excellent servant, but also a terrible master. But how to use the mind as a strength and use it to grow? How to stop overthinking? There's only one trick to it, and that is just don't stop overthinking. Yes, overthink, but change the way you think. As I've mentioned a lot of times, don't commit the sin of thinking against yourself. Turn your mind into a blessing. Our generation is obsessed with suffering. We want hustle, we want all-nighters, everything that makes us look tough. We want to be victims. I totally agree that low time is inevitable and it brings out the best in us. Good and bad things are both equally necessary. But some people don't want to get out of the low times. They have been addicted to it, addicted to the sympathy that comes with it. It's not something to flex about. You have to make the choice, and if you stay consistent, everything is possible. Change the way you overthink over and over again. You used to overthink about how you could fail in the exam. Overthink about how you can top that exam. You used to overthink about how everyone is better than you. Overthink about how you're better than the previous you. Sometimes growth is invisible, but you have to remind yourself that you are brave to even start. You're doing much better than a week ago or a month ago. You don't have to be perfect from the start. You just have to start. Many people also overthink about what other people say about them. And that's why another thing that I can't stop emphasizing on is staying away from energy vampires. Don't stay with people who don't make your soul happy. What I personally do is tell people that I don't like this particular activity and ask them to not do that when they're along with me. If they agree, then our connection becomes stronger. But if they don't and make fun of me for thinking that way or belittle my choices, I distant myself from them. We don't need everybody. There are 8 billion people on this beautiful earth, and I know I'll find at least someone who'll make me feel comfortable. The belief keeps me going on and stops me from overthinking and feeling guilty about my choices related to people and relationships. You don't have to choose anybody, anything, or even any thought over yourself. You make the choices and you make good ones. Everything you do makes an impact in your life and the world. This is called the butterfly effect. We'll talk more about this in the next episode, so stay tuned for that. Everything you say, think, or do change the course of your life and the life of many other people. Before I end this episode, I would like to recite this beautiful poem by Morgan Harper Nicholas. For the highs and the lows and moments between, mountains and valleys and rivers and streams, for where you are now and where you will go, for I've always known and I told you so. For nothing is happening and all has gone wrong. It's here in this journey and you will learn to be strong. You will get where you're going, landing where you belong. I wish you great happiness and power to choose good thoughts. This is ARUSHI Sharma, and you were listening to the ARUSHI Sharma Podcast. Bye!